Hey guys, it's Katie. Thanks for checking out this video. I just wanted to share with you the top 5 products in my collection that I think are just underrated. And underrated meaning I just don't see them talked about in the YouTube world of beauty. And I went through my whole collection and started picking out products, and all of them happen to be drugstore and extremely affordable, and that just happened by chance. These products, I think just because we're in this world of new releases and what's newest becomes best, we tend to forget the tried and true products that have worked maybe for us for years, but suddenly we try something new and then we forget how good those products were. And these are products that I have repurchased, and I can't see a time when I don't have these in my collection. So in no particular order, if you've watched any of my previous videos, this one will be no surprise. It is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher Mascara, part of their Lash Blast line. So my lash routine is a little bit high maintenance in the fact that I usually am using 2 mascaras. One of them, the first one, is to spread out the lashes. Go in there and grab each individual eyelash and spread it apart, and then I go in with a more voluminous, thicker mascara that really coats the lashes and makes them look really full and thick. So this Clump Crusher is my favorite first coat mascara because it really is, the wand is a plastic wand and it is what it says. It, no matter how many times you go over your lashes, it will not clump. It is the only mascara that I've ever tried that truly goes in and spreads your lashes apart and really emphasizes all the lashes you have. So I have worn this. I've never found a mascara that this doesn't wear well under. My favorite combination happens to be the CoverGirl Clump Crusher first, and then I go in with the Loreal Voluminous, the original one. This isn't my underrated product because it was really hyped up when it came out. One con people usually have about mascaras, if they don't like it, is that it can be too clumpy. And so I just don't know why more people don't go in and use this Clump Crusher, because it is perfect for spreading your lashes out. The next product is $2. It is from e.l.f. and it is their just clear brow and lash mascara. So it's basically just a brow gel, and you can use, I've used both ends on my brows. I don't use this on my eyelashes, obviously. You can use both ends on your brows, but right now I tint my eyebrows, so I use actually a men's beard dye kit, and I just use it to tint my eyebrows because they're really light colored from my cancer medication. As I tint them, I don't usually go in with a pencil or something like that, but I do like to fluff them up to make them look a little more of that feathery look. And so I was looking around for just clear brow gels that I could go in, don't have to worry about them depositing too much pigment onto my eyebrows, and I went with this one because it's $2 and it holds your eyebrows in place without making them feel stiff and crusty, like hairspray-ish, as some brow gels can. It's just, they feel really natural, they look really natural, but it does hold my brows in place. So $2, there's no reason for me, if you're looking for just a clear brow gel, there's no reason not to use this one. When it comes to tinted brow gels and brow mascaras, I can see where we're a little bit more picky because of the shades and the undertones. But for a clear one, there's just no reason to spend more than $2. The next is an eyeshadow quad from the drugstore, and this is an older packaging, but it is from L'Oreal. It's their eyeshadow quads, and this one I have here is in the shade Perfume ID. And so it is your just very wearable champagne and kind of lilac and purple shades. And I have used this so much. I mean, looking at it from this way, there's definitely dips in all the colors. I feel like eyeshadows are oh my gosh, these are so soft and creamy. I feel like eyeshadows are one of those things where we think that, you know, the drugstore isn't on par with the high-end brands. And for some products, that's true. However, these, I don't hear anybody ever, besides the e.l.f. bite-size quads, I don't hear anybody ever talking about these quads from the drugstore anymore in any brand. And so I am just putting down swatches to show you here. Oh my, they are so soft and creamy. And this is such a wearable palette. So you have this like a deeper kind of, I don't know, what would you call this? Champagne taupe. This very pretty. This is probably my favorite purple shade out of all my eyeshadows in my collection. This like lilac purple. This is a deeper purple, almost like a dark gray, but with like purple shimmers in it. And then this lighter silvery champagne color. So you have like a beige champagne and then more of like a cream champagne, and then these two colors in the middle. I especially love it because purple is supposed to accent brown eyes. I have very, very dark brown eyes to the point where like you can't even distinguish my pupil from my iris. So I feel like we just overlook these little quads from the drugstore. I know some in the past have not been as good, but I mean, the drugstore has stepped up its game because these drugstore brands have learned that in order to compete with the higher end brands and stay in the beauty industry, they have to up the formulas of their products. In this one, I've actually had since I've probably had this for 5 years, and it still performs extremely well. And it's one of these palettes that I'm a teacher, and it's one of the palettes that I can comfortably wear as a teacher, not feel like I have too much on like I do today. And I just think it's a very beautiful palette. Next is I've talked about these before, the CoverGirl Cheekers blushes. So these, I know Emily Noel uses these or raves about these and features them in her videos. And my favorite blush shade of all time, like if I could only keep one blush shade, it would be the Cheekers blush in the shade Plumberry Glow. So I will swatch this for you. It's just this beautiful kind of mauvey pink that has just a bit of a sheen in it. If you look at it, it looks like there's like little gold glitters in it, but those don't translate onto the cheek. But it's just this, like, I don't know, on my skin tone, I prefer pinker toned blushes, and it just works so well. It doesn't deposit too much pigment, but it's not sheer. This is what it looks like on my finger. So kind of like I said, it's pink, but it kind of has a little bit of a mauve undertone in it. And I have a few shades. Another shade I like is the shade Iced Cappuccino. I know this is one of Emily Noel's favorite shades as well. And I at first thought, like, with my skin tone, it's gonna look like a nude blush, and I'm not into that. But for some reason, oh my gosh, and the formula is even better than it used to be. For some reason, it has just of enough pinky peach undertone in it. You can't really see it. that it looks really great kind of when I have a little bit of tan, as I do now in the summertime. So CoverGirl Cheekers blushes. I don't even know why we're spending like $20 or more on a blush when we got the CoverGirl ones. Am I on to my last product? I think so. Oh, did I say I'm wearing 3 of these products. So I have the Clump Crusher on underneath another mascara. I have the e.l.f. brow gel in, and then I have this lip product on, and it is by Rimmel. It was in the Kate Moss collection, but I think they have now just made it a standard part of their lip line. So it's the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lipstick in the shade 08, and this is the one lip product in my collection I have a backup of, because it is my perfect neutral pink. I love it so much. It is my true My Lips But Better shade, just because I like pink undertones in my nude lip colors. And it has a very creamy formula, but it is not like too shiny and slippy, but it's also not matte and drying. It's just that perfect like lustrous sheen. So this is what it looks like right here. And I have a mini size of the super famous Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I like this better, and this is maybe around $3. And if I could only keep one lip shade, that would be really hard because I do love my bright bold lips, but if I could only keep one neutral lip shade, it would be this shade in 08. I'm gonna get the Pillow Talk. Let me see here. I want to get the Pillow Talk. I've never compared them side by side. The Pillow Talk Lip by Charlotte and this one. So this is probably why I like the Rimmel one better. The Charlotte one is just a little bit more nude on my lips. And you can see the Rimmel one has more pink to it. But they're not that different. Like if I hold them back here, they're not terribly different, and they are, I mean, I think the Charlotte one is probably at least $30 more. So yeah, those are my top 5 underrated products in my collection, which all happen to be drugstore and extremely affordable. Yeah, if you want to comment a product that you've loved that nobody seems to talk about, that you think is underrated and deserves more hype, let me know. But thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you next time.